Hi, friends. Hey, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. Um, I learned some new things this week when I was looking at some of my feedback, and some of y'all had questions about 504 plans. So we're going to talk about that. Okay. I'm going to let you know that a 504 plan is a legal document, just like an IEP is, and it provides accommodations and support to students with disabilities. This is different than an IEP, and we'll go through with that. Unlike the IEP, a 504 does not focus on special education. So 504 is not under the special education umbrella as the IEP is, the Individualized Education Plan. Okay. So I'm going to give you 5 things to know about a 504 plan. Number one is eligibility and disability. So students have to have a disability that signifies an impact to one or more of major life events, okay, or activities, such as learning. So you'll see a lot of students who are ADHD may not fall under the IEP umbrella, but will fall under the 504 umbrella. If they have walking disability, speaking, some will fall under speech in a 504 and they don't under an IEP. Okay. This, though, doesn't reflect how they are doing behaviorally. We're talking academics right now. Okay. So, for example, a student with ADHD would qualify, and the plan to help that student may focus on his ability to manage his focus, his attention, okay, and organization in the classroom, okay. So maybe that student needs help with that. It's not specifically an IEP issue, just more of work on attention and organization. Number two, accommodations. Here in a 504, you will only see accommodations. You will not have modifications, only accommodations. Accommodations maximize the focus of the 504. This is really important. Um, so for a student, accommodation could be extended time, maybe seating them near the front of the room, maybe that part of that focus. Okay. Maybe you need to reduce distractions if they're sitting close to the door. Maybe you need to move them away from that door where they can constantly see someone passing. Allowing a student to use a calculator for math computation if they're struggling with a math calculating. Number three, no specialized instruction. There's not any specialized instruction. Unlike an IEP, a 504 doesn't include specialized instruction. It just adjusts how the student participates in the general education classroom. Okay, so there are no specific instruction. If you go to a 504 meeting and they start talking about specialized instruction, you might want to let your team know that 504s, we don't do specialized instruction. It's how the student is using the resources to be able to remain in the regular ed classroom. Number four, regular monitoring. Just like with an IEP, you're going to have to monitor your student under a 504 plan. You need to check that progress is improving and if it's working. So if we give extended time to a student on a test, it could be 25%, it could be 50%, it could be 100%. So if we're giving them, or time and a half, so if we're giving them this extra time, are they completing the work? Is the work correct that they are completing? And if it's not, and if they're doing it in 5 minutes and they're not even using extended time, then that might need to be readjusted. Okay, so you need to monitor that. So a teacher might meet with the student a few weeks to see if the accommodation on assignments is helping. Teacher can bring the student in and say, how about we go ahead and take this test and see how long it's going to take you to take it. And then she can track that, or that teacher, he can track that. And number five is parental involvement. IEP parental involvement is important too. 504 is more so because they generally bring in our documentation. They generally are involved in the process of developing and reviewing the 504 plan, though the plan itself may be less informative or less information as an IEP.